For I am Lucky Jack.
Keep your voice down! What are you doing?
But you've got a camp. How could they not see that you're here?
Well, that's a very good point.
So you have a fire going.
That's amazing.
What is
I actually
happening?
really love that vest.
Thank you.
Like, I would legit wear that.
I feel like I stole this outfit from like 1985 Billy Idol.
there is nothing wrong with
What
that.
I like is my character's name is Lucky Jack.
Yeah.
And he's got this on
That
his
is
face.
Oh yeah.
What is
Well, maybe that's
unlucky?
why
What was
you're
the
lucky.
unlucky option here?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out
They
today.
put that on so fast.
Can I leave this up?
Yeah,
Leave
yes,
that right there.
We were not. We were not
There you
told
go.
that
This
there
is
was
a
a
commitment
costume
level.
option.
I know.
Amy, would you get the other box?
The other box?
Box, what did you do?
The wooden box? The wooden box. Thanks very much.
This is a level
I
of
fight two-handed,
commitment.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I got two swords. I brought two swords. And one of them's a hand axe, but I didn't have a hand axe at home.
That's
but I did
okay.
have two swords at home. I take this stuff seriously.
I can tell.
Good God, you're a method actor?
I'm deeply into my character. He just sounds like me.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
That's a healing potion.
Oh, wow. Wait, what is
my
this
goodness.
gorgeous
God.
box?
Are those pleather pants?
You're wearing leather pants too?
You aren't?
Not today.
Oh, so you have both Narsil
Oh,
and Sting
no
on the
way.
table.
Yeah.
It's Sting.
Yeah. That's not any Sting.
Is that the Sting?
That's one of 4 hero swords that were used in Lord of the Rings.
No.
That's one of the Stings.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
got goosebumps right now.
I do too.
Too. And every time I hold it, I go, "Holy cow!" Of course, you can.
I kind of wanted to.
You'll notice that the handle's a little chipped, and there is some blunts along the blade because I caught my sons many times playing with this and that.
I mean,
Put it down right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Sure.
My goodness.
oh my God, that's heavy.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Oh my God.
Please don't really brain us
It's really
with
beautiful
that.
craftsmanship too.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Way to guys, don't mess around.
Nice.
Well, I
Awesome.
mean, I never bring them out.
Now's the
What
time.
What opportunity would
possible
you have?
exactly? What scenario would anyone care other than you people?
This is
Well,
You it-getters.
I'm glad you
This is
brought.
cool.
Well,
That's
thank
incredible.
you so much for having me. I'm really excited about it.
Thank you for coming back.
Thanks for coming and,
Yeah.
and bringing it.
I know. Yeah.
And bringing all of this.
Sam, Ashley, Marisha,
Yes.
excellent.
Nicely
Matt,
said.
all right, let's do it.
Good to see you, buddy. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and see things go in here for a second. First off, thank you all so much for joining us, and thank you for coming back for wonderful celebration of Red Nose Day, an amazing charitable organization that helps combat childhood poverty world-round. They do incredible work, and we've already done incredible work now for a second time, raising a lot of money for this, and which, while you're watching this, you can still donate to Red Nose Day and continue to make this an amazing endeavor. So as part of that, me and Steven got together online and made your own custom character for this. Go tell us a little bit about your character here, about what's he look like, what's he got?
His name is Lucky Jack, scar notwithstanding.
Fair enough.
He is he's Joe Fighter. He's human. Background, he was an acolyte to Ariok, Duke of Chaos. Anybody?
Okay.
Used to hang out.
Big
with
fan.
We
Big
used to
fan.
hang out with Corum. He's got a 16 armor class. He's moderately strong with a 16. He's fairly healthy. He's got okay dexterity at 15. He fights with a longsword and a hand axe. He's ambidextrous.
Well, my goodness.
And he's lucky. He's got the ability for second wind, action surge, and luck, and I'm sure other things that hopefully our dungeon master will remind me of as we go along, because we did this a few weeks ago. And basically, he's pretty basic. He's
Yeah,
a
but
fighter.
that's a good build.
He's a level 5 fighter. Nothing too extreme. Nothing too talented. nothing too
Windswept
bad.
hair, I'm assuming.
Sure.
The ability to smolder. Wait, did you say the Duke of Chaos, or am I just making that up?
Ariok, Duke of Chaos. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
That's his title.
No, that's who he's an acolyte to.
Yeah.
He's an acolyte to
But
Ariok,
his-
Duke of Chaos,
That's
on whom the
Pretty
Mabden
impressive.
crawl like lice.
We
Come
know.
on.
Obviously.
I mean, we're going to tell you people about Michael
No.
Moorcock, right?
We got
We don't have to get into the eternal champion.
No.
All right.
Well, just as a reference point, if you want to hand that over, here is your
Yes.
miniature to keep of
this
What?
Lucky Jack?
What?
Views Lucky.
my
This is
God.
for me. This is for you, as Lucky Jack.
Awesome.
The keepsake for this.
He's said, I don't, but we'll get him.
That's fantastic.
That is beautiful. Hang out there, right there, buddy.
Alrighty.
Look at him. I gotta get him.
Well,
Oh, look at his glasses. I know. I love it.
You take notes?
I do. I am a voracious note taker.
And how does that help? You have to understand. I played Dungeons and Dragons with you 3 years ago, 2 years ago,
2 years, a
Before
little over 2
COVID.
years ago, yeah.
Before COVID.
Yeah.
And before that, about 1983.
yeah.
But solidly from 77 to 83, obsessively. So no one took notes. And back then, AD&D was as good as you could get.
Yeah.
And how long ago did people still play AD&D at all?
People still do, yeah. To this
Okay.
day, they play every edition up to the current 5th edition, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, was that first edition?
No.
The first
No.
edition was
Advanced.
Dungeons and
Edition
Dragons.
was-
Yeah.
It was just Dungeons and Dragons, and it was like a pamphlet. And then that be called Beginners, because then these 3 books came out called Men and Magic, Gods, Demigods, and Heroes.
Yep.
And then there was one other, I can't remember what the other of the 3 books were. And we only bought 1 copy of each. And then Roy Slotcher's dad had a Xerox machine at his office.
Yes, Roy.
Don't tell Gary Gygax, but we would just
No,
we'd
no.
Xerox everything off
He's
and then
watching.
Yeah,
restapled it. Yeah.
Hey, that's the way to do it. Man.
that's one.
Yeah.
We did that with my friends, but it was a well-known cookbook instead.
Well,
We don't have to talk
On that
about
Let's not get demonetized.
though. No.
let's go ahead and jump into. Let's start here on your end. On the Exandrian continent of Wildmount, tensions rise between warring factions. Empire's posture and rumors of coming war cast a dark cloud over the central region, bisected by the Ashkeeper Peaks. You, Jack, had grown a strong and pious man, a warrior acolyte within the Temple of Ariok. You'd studied the intersection between drive and virtue, and worked to display and teach your philosophies to those who needed guidance and protection as you saw fit within your philosophical endeavors in the city of Bladegarden. This life, quiet sometimes, tense at others, but kept you busy and content. But conflict and tragedy was still looming beyond your doorstep. In the dark, rain-soaked night, mysterious figures swathed in shadowed leather stole into your temple, carving a trail of violence. As the cries of your compatriots shattered the evening stillness, you rushed to the temple atrium to find your mentor, Lelia, already left slain, and the holy jeweled relic known as the Spirit of Virtue, or colloquially as Dignity, taken. You lost your dignity. You rushed out as the temple caught flame, and caught up to the cackling leader of this murderous brigand group under the storm. The fiendish woman stood before you, emerald of skin with long, jet-black hair. Her gnarled, curling horns and viper-like eyes looked towards you with a gleeful grin as she chuckled, otherworldly power brimming from her that made your skin and blood run cold. What delightful arrogance! What brings this pup before me? Delusions of vengeance, perhaps. Oh, I do love the bravery and ignorance of the faithful. Come then, show Madrak how loud you can scream. With fury in your eyes, you rushed into the duel, only to be briskly cut down, your leg tendons cut, your symbol of Ariok broken, and left for dead. As darkness took you, you recall her maniacal laughter as she and her cutthroats left with both dignity and your dignity. Your will endured, and once recovered from your wounds, you began a path towards recovering both that were lost, and perhaps a taste of vengeance on your lips. Many others claim the attack was carried out by the Kreen dynasty, the foreign faction mired in growing conflict, but you know what you saw, and those murderers were not of the Kreen. they moved and killed with infernal blessing. In spending many months training and researching where this Madrak might be, you managed to uncover rumors of her band taking up residence within a tower deep into the blasted badlands of Xhorhas, a broken wasteland of rock and scars from the ancient cataclysm known as the Calamity. Is there anything you wish to prepare before you left for this journey? Any particular odd objects, or are you feeling confident with what you have?
I'm cool.
Look at you
Oh,
taking
cool.
notes.
What?
No!
Notes.
I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. I'm writing down
That's the
every
point.
word I don't recognize
Possibly
and
not.
trying to understand whether I might need to remember them later.
You definitely
it.
won't.
That's why I was asking you. All right, well, good, because I was never very good at school.
Perfect.
I did this instead.
You set out with the compatriot that you made through your training, who also helped you in your recovery. A brave bee named Eric II, warrior of his father's name, and a valiant seeker of justice. This tiny bee with his own little set of armor, as well as a holy relic of your order. Oddly, this relic, which you have to you there, it's called the Battle Axe of the Gentle Path. It is the little
Yellow
card
stripe.
to your right.
Yeah.
It is a powerful magical weapon. It is also alive and has some opinions on its use for violence. So while it does some good damage, it doesn't really want to hurt things. And when you roll to attack with it, if you choose to do so, you roll twice and take the lower number. But if you hit, it can do some serious damage.
Okay,
It also talks, by the way, if you ever want to consult it.
got it.
I can't wait to hear Gilbert.
Do I know where I got it?
It was a relic of your temple.
Relic of the
You
Temple.
pulled it from the wreckage and went, this will help me in my journey. And it was like, please, I don't want to hurt anyone. Don't take me with you. We're fine. You can leave me here. Maybe give me away to like some nice kids to play with. It'll be great.
I can't. I say a weapon that doesn't actually want to be used sometimes is one of the most chaotic things I can imagine. It fits in the temple.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. You took to this dangerous region of Xhorhas for weeks, narrowly avoiding the wild moorbounders and fiendish beasts that stalk the valley, until finally you walked upon the long abandoned, jagged, rust-colored tower of Desolus as clouds gather, and a small camp that sits outside its entrance, a tiny fire freeing a wispy cloud of ominous smoke. What do you do?
Is there anyone in the camp?
You see a few figures in the distance. They don't notice you.
Am I alone?
It's you and your bee, and your battle axe.
Can I send the bee to do reconnaissance?
You can indeed.
Send the bee into the camp. Send Eric into the camp.
Eric wanders off and returns. Says there's a few rough-looking figures and a goblin.
And we're by a tower,
You're looking now, like from the nearby bush, at the dark tower of Desolus.
but there's a camp around.
There's a camp right at the base of it. They don't notice you, though, it seems.
Can I go around them to get into the tower?
They are near the entrance, unfortunately.
I go into the camp.
Okay, carefully, or do you stroll right in?
No, carefully. I creep up to the edge of the camp
Okay.
and to listen.
Perfect. So go ahead and roll a stealth check. Roll a d20 and add your stealth skill on your character sheet.
First roll. First roll. First roll.
This is everything.
Let's go.
Steve.
Here we go.
This
Go.
is the world.
Do not mess this up.
Stealth +2.
Great.
17.
Woo.
Plus
Okay.
2. Wait, is that a
19.
19.
19.
Okay.
Okay.
You feel pretty confident that you're not being noticed, and as you creep up from the nearby bush, you can see one figure stands there, clutching a large sword. You can't make out too many details, but it looks like a dangerous weapon, an implement of war. The figure closest to you that you don't notice is this hooded goblin creature. You see long ears poking from behind a dark hood. What do you do?
Well, I don't necessarily know that these people are foes. Is the issue? Can I throw something across the camp to see how they react to a sound?
Sure.
Okay, so I find a pebble or something like that, or a small stone, and I can I whip it at the back of Who's farthest away?
Furthest away would be you see a small muscular female figure with short dark hair, kind of like wraps on her hands, who's in the process of kind of warming her hands in the fire.
Whip it at her and see. Just whip it. I'm not looking to do damage. I'm looking just to get her attention.
Okay.
What do I?
Go roll a d20. Just add your strength modifier.
Strength matters +6.
Great, go for it.
21.
21.
Dude.
A pebble hits you right between the eyes.
Ow! What happened?
Are you okay? What happened? What's
You
going-
messing with me? That was you, wasn't
That
it?
wasn't me this time, I
What are you
swear.
throwing
It was
things at her for? I didn't do anything.
If I wanted to play a prank, you would know I would play a prank. This was not me.
Hang on, shut up for a minute. Do I hear anything?
What's your passive perception?
13.
No, you do not.
A rock didn't fall out of the sky.
Well, how
What
do
was
you
I?
know? Yeah, I know. That
Fair
doesn't
point.
make any sense.
Fair point.
Okay.
She's saying we're being watched. I draw my crossbow and start scanning the perimeter for
I pull out my
any
sword.
danger.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Whoa, it's terrible. 5.
You
We're
watch.
safe.
You watch as the goblin whips around and like maybe a few feet from you and is aiming well over your head. You are completely unseen.
Totally clear over here.
Without revealing my location, without standing up, let's say, is it my turn?
It is.
And without standing up, I say, hello.
The forest speaks.
Ghosts. Who is there?
A traveler. Who do you serve?
That's a good question.
Very good. I feel like we've just only served ourselves.
Yeah, I'll handle this.
All right.
We serve no man.
Do you serve a woman with horns?
Sounds
Definitely
very
not. That doesn't
specific.
very No, say no.
Is he talking about Jester?
We know a woman with horns, but she's really cute. She eats a lot of pastries. But no, we still don't. We serve no one. We're harmless.
Lower your weapons. We have you surrounded.
We?
Whoa.
I think we better listen.
Why?
Because it's an invisible. I have such good perception. I didn't see anything. They're invisible.
My sword is lowered.
My staff is raised.
I will lower my crossbow.
And is he closest to me? All right, I stand up and reveal myself and say, hold.
Wow.
I have no problem with any of you. I am looking for what I perceive to be a witch or a sorceress named Madrak. Do you know who this is?
Do we know who this is?
You do. This is actually a figure that you yourselves have been chasing for some time after hearing about some terrible encounters that people nearby and in the local outskirts of the Empire have been dealt terrible tragedies because of.
This is so wild. Because we actually have also been looking for this Madrak.
You got it.
Yeah.
You may be surprised that we are looking for the same people, but I am not. For I am Lucky Jack.
Keep your voice down. What are you doing?
Is there someone around here we should
There's
be
the
worried
tower right there.
about? But you've got a camp. How could they not see that you're here in the camp?
Also fair.
Well, that's a very good
You
point.
you have a fire going.
Yeah.
In the loud bursts of self-proclaimed title shouting here at the base of the tower, you hear the grinding of stone as two perched gargoyle-like creatures that you perceived previously to be just part of the entryway of the twisted metal gate that leads into this tower begin to shift.
Oh, we've
and you
got it,
watch as
got
they
it
both
now.
All right.
leap
all right.
down. You see them both clutching a spear in one hand, and they have these gnarled claws in the other before they rush towards you. Everyone, please roll initiative.
Okay. D20 plus initiative.
Oh, they rolled a natural one on that. That's bad.
Hold on.
The worst.
Ooh.
Where's my
Initiative would be top center-ish.
top center? Okay, there you go.
Oh no!
3.
You still beat them.
Wow.
I
They
got
rolled a-
2.
Okay.
You are lucky.
Okay.
What you got?
Bo?
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
21.
Ooh, dang.
Dang, all right. Yasha, you're up
surprise,
first.
big surprise.
Which, if you want to go ahead and do a quick description of what Lucky Jack sees as you
Okay.
rush into battle.
What you see is an extremely tall, quietly intimidating ASMR barbarian. Black roots, white hair coming down at the bottom, very pale skin, one blue eye, one purple eye, scars everywhere. Very, very tough and scary. Okay, so I am going to. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to bamf out my skeletal wings and show my necrotic shroud so that the gargoyles will be frightened.
Okay.
Fail their friend, watching your turn, you deal extra necrotic damage. Okay.
Got it. So they both are very much caught off guard by this display of kind of dark angelic bloodline that you carry within you. And both of these stone creatures, as they come forward, kind of begin to like hold a line. They went from full aggression to uncertain. That is your action, I believe, right?
That is my action because that is a full.
Yeah.
That's an action.
All right. So you held the line, but you have your two-handed
I
sword.
have my magician's judge ready to go.
Alrighty, fantastic. Finishing your go, Bo, you're up with Jack. You're on deck, so.
So you see a very buff woman, short, dark hair, kind of tied up in a bow with an undercut, striking blue eyes. She's got wraps wrapped around her and is wielding a bow staff with like long draping, kind of teal and dark blue robes over top of it.
Definitely write down the word
Definitely,
teal.
yeah.
Tips,
Teal.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's the important takeaway.
Undercut. Undercut.
She looks good.
Sure.
Yeah, like you're like,
I understand, I
she looks
understand.
like a badass. And I just turn to you and I say, "Time to show us what you're worth, Jack." And I bolt in, and I'm gonna go to the gargoyle on the right.
Got it.
Give my bow staff a twirl, coming at it with a big swinging blow.
Go for it.
First attack, 18.
18 hits.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Crack with a heavy, resounding impact. You watch as the stone cracks a bit, and its shoulder almost seems to drop. It's still holding onto the spear, but you can see it's taken a heavy hit.
Stunning strike.
All right. That is a 15.
Saves.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and take my bonus action to do my flurry of blows.
You do get 2 attacks too. It's your main action.
That's right, but bonus. Oh, right.
Yeah, you get 2 strikes.
And that is good. 15.
15 still hits.
Yay!
They're big creatures and they're not too quick.
9 damage
9 damage already.
and a pop. Oh, those are terrible. That was horrible. 13 for the first one.
13 just barely hits.
What? And then the other one was a natural one.
Yeah, misses entirely.
Okay, yeah, not too shabby. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. So that one crumbles under the multitude of rapid impact blows that you land upon it. You watch as it begins to break. It takes its spear back, about to stab you, and your final impact hits it on the side of the head, and you watch as the head kind of cracks open, sending bits of shale and pebbles across the ground. It folds on itself and collapses. Whatever sort of magical incantation that held it together now dispersed. So there's only one standing.
Just gonna throw my bangs out of my face and just look over at Jack.
All right. Well, I can't let that stand.
Okay, that's your turn.
So not only am I going to do my two weapon fighting,
Yeah.
but I'm also going to use my action surge, so I get 4 attacks, right?
My God.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay. Well, can I elect halfway through whether I need the action surge?
You can, and hold on to that because you only get one action surge this entire adventure.
That's what I mean.
But
That's why I'm gonna.
You can do your 2 attacks and then decide then if you want to.
because I feel fairly guilty here because I'm the one who got the attention of the gargoyles.
Fair
But I assumed that there wasn't anything immediately at hand because again, you pitched a camp right in front of the tower.
It was a quiet camp.
I saw it. That doesn't make any sense. This world doesn't make a lot of sense. So the gargoyles respond to sound, not sight, is
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
figuring
yeah.
out.
It seems that's
Okay,
the case.
So first,
They're like
I'm going with my
T-Rexes,
long sword
but with
first.
sound.
Longsword first.
You got it.
So
This is
that's
Alan Grant.
how do I adjust based on strength? Is it a plus 3?
Should be on the next
Strength
to the
plus 3?
in the middle of your sheet. It says longsword. There should be a +7 or something. I
A
think.
plus 7. There you go,
Yep,
baby.
There you go.
Oh, damn.
Lucky Jack!
9.
Total of 9. 2. Oh, the it's like,
Just warming up.
Yeah.
Just warming up. All that is.
there you go. The first strike just it impacts, but it glances off. The creature hasn't even paid attention to you yet. It's still focused on her and her wings.
Okay.
Little
And then
embarrassing.
a hand axe.
And Axe, go for it.
20.
Natural.
Wait, was that
27.
20? Natural 20!
That's a critical hit, so you get to double the dice on that.
Okay, so it's 8, right?
Yeah, for the hand axe, it's a D6.
D6. 4 plus. Is there anything?
Plus the other dice. Which
No, it's those. That's together.
Oh,
It's
total
2 and 2.
4 plus whatever the damage bonus is on the hand axe, which should be 3. I think.
6.
Oh,
No, it's 3.
Got it.
So
Alrighty.
6 then, because 1 for every die, right?
There, yeah. So you
10.
go ahead and hit with the hand axe. You strike with the longsword. It goes wide. The hand axe cracks in with a heavy, resounding thunk to the base of the creature's head. Now you have its attention. It turns towards you, and there's vacant gaps where the eyes would be. And you do pick up from this point that their statue elements are based more on sound than not. And now that you've hit them, they turn over, attention in your direction. The mouth cracks open. You still have one more attack with your longsword if you'd like to, because you attack twice with one hand, and then you do your two-handed whiting with your.
Dang, fighters are
Fighters are good.
Dope.
5 plus 7 is 12.
12 actually is their armor class. So that does barely hit.
Wow, okay. And 1 die, 8.
1 die 8.
4. Is that 4? No, that's 7. 7 plus 4.
7 plus 4. All right,
11.
that's 13 under that. That it's looking real hurt. That second sword blow cracks into it, and you watch as it lurches and cracks are appearing across its body. It takes its spear back, and it's about to go for your belly. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, that brings us to you. They rolled a 1 on their initiative, so
Gotcha. What you see before you is a small female goblin form, green skin, big yellow eyes, jagged teeth, clad in gray rags. Looks very jittery, also clutches, in addition to the crossbow, a flask of booze, which you see her take a big swig of, just to kind of psych herself up for the battle. And she charges into the fray, taking a lead from you, saying, "By the way, my name is Not the Brave," and I will charge into battle, and I'm gonna pounce on the face of this creature and deliver a shocking grasp to it, injecting some electric energy into it.
go for it. It's a good roll for the attack on that.
Natural 20.
The table's hot!
Apparently, we got 2 crits in the opening battle.
Okay, 7 doubled, so 14 electric lightning damage.
14. How do you want to do this?
Let's go.
I pounced on its face, sort of covering it with my whole tiny goblin body. And right before I deliver the electric charge, I glance over to Lucky Jack with sort of a cocky grin, saying, "This is how we do it!" Ah! And I'll just release the energy, exploding its head if possible.
Yeah, as you're pulling on the 2 empty eye sockets backward, as the crack down the center of its face, it starts to scream. And as you pull away, what would normally be just kind of the dark shadow interior of this statue-like creature is filled with this bright blue, sparkling energy. And as you pull it apart, it's a poof, a blast of energy that immediately goes dark as it crumples into a pile of shale.
I take a big swig of booze. That was
And that's why they call me Lucky Jack.
Well, quite impressive.
yes.
Pretty handy.
You 3 seem pretty fierce yourselves.
I'm Bo, by the way.
Your bow?
I'm Bo. I know. I use a bow staff. It's not meant to be cute. I don't like talking about it. That's Yasha.
Hello. Hello. Very nice to meet you. I really like the whole ensemble that you have on.
Thank you, I made it myself.
Wow. You're a very wonderful seamstress as well.
It was part of the training at the temple. We had to make our own outfits.
What temple?
We didn't call them outfits, we called them vestments. I call them outfits, my own vestments.
What temple?
The temple of Duke Ariok of Chaos. The temple. Did we write it down?
Yes, we did.
I wrote the temple. It was the.
Oh boy.
Hold on. Ash Mountains.
Temple of Notebook.
Blakeguard. The Temple of Blakeguard. Is that what it is?
Blade Garden is the city that the temple
Blade
resides
Garden. The attack that Lelia. Is that Lelia? Who's Lelia? Lelia is the priestess who died.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Temple of Ariok.
Temple of Ariok. The Temple of Ariok. Duke of Chaos.
We've heard of this place.
It has been destroyed by Madrak. And this is why
This
I
is why
seek
you
her.
are here.
for revenge.
And for my dignity.
Oh,
And for the talisman, the spirit of virtue that we call dignity.
Oh.
Oh, wait, so
it's a.
there
okay.
are 2 dignities?
The two dignities. My dignity because she defeated me.
Okay, sure.
And then there's she defeated me while I was trying to get back from her a talisman of virtue, the spirit of virtue called dignity.
Lucky Jack, may I ask you a question before we proceed further? Because I think we would like to join your cause and combine forces if that's all right with you.
I would be grateful for your help.
My name is Not, by the way.
Not.
And my one question to you is there a Lucky Jill? A Mrs. Lucky Jack?
No.
I mean,
We take a
So
vow.
you're-
We take a vow of celibacy.
so you're single then?
Yes, but again, a vow of celibacy.
I'm not familiar with...
Celibacy means you don't have physical contact. You don't have romantic entanglements with other creatures.
But come on, just a little bit.
We do a little because it's a temple of chaos. That much, but it's
sounds
in the
like my
book.
kind of
It's in the
temple, then.
book, so we have to at least lip service to it.
Sure.
I'll
Okay,
take
so wait. So not Bo and
Yasha.
Yasha. Jack. You can call me Jack.
LJ?
Sure, LJ.
Oh!
The storm grows ever thicker.
There was a storm.
Indeed.
Okay.
Clouds gathering ahead as a soft rain begins to hit that reminds you of the night of your previous failure. Flashes of dark energy and faintly purplish lightning begin to strike and gather above the tower. Time grows short.
Does it seem to be emanating from the tower?
It seems to be definitely focusing around the space above the tower.
You seek Madrak. I seek Madrak. And why are you guys seeking her again?
Because she sucks.
Right?
Yes.
Anything to add to that?
She's just, she's the worst.
No fight
And,
here.
we do love a mission of vengeance.
let's-
Are you here? Is she in the tower? Do you know if she's in the tower? Is this her tower?
We were told that she was here, and we tracked her to this.
How do you guys feel about going inside?
I say we go inside.
How many entrances are there? Could we see any other entrance than the one in front of us?
Make a perception check. So roll a d20 and add your perception modifier.
Perception. +1, not great. 6.
6. Just those big twisted iron gates in the front.
Okay.
We only arrived and haven't scouted the place yet. Do you think we should go through the front door or try to scale it, or what's looking good?
Windows are for cheaters.
Oh,
Wait, who
Windows
said that?
windows are for cheaters?
Is it-
A bard from an alternate universe I went to once.
Whoa.
Winners use the door.
okay.
Okay?
Let's do it.
I don't know. I like window. I don't. Feels
All right.
aggressive towards windows, but let's do it. Let's go through the gate.
I'm gonna walk up to the gate and see if it's unlocked.
You're just gonna
Or
try
locked.
it?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, go.
They're twisted. Why would they still be locked?
This is true.
Jiggy then.
They are like quite bent and wrecked, but you do see a heavy chain that wraps around the center of the 2 main gate bars that holds it shut.
Is there a lock?
You can see what looks to be
chain?
kind of a dangling, heavy old iron lock on it. Yeah.
I could try to pick this lock and get us through, or we could try to bash it, I suppose.
I mean, if you can pick it, that saves a little sword edge.
Yeah. Not get in there.
I will blow on my fingers and cast Mage Hand,
Okay.
making a spectral hand going up, holding my thieves' tools, and I will try to pick the lock remotely in case it blows up or something.
Go for it.
Oh, this dice
that
was
was
a journey.
that was-
17 plus, what's my, it's like Dex, right? Mm-hmm. +4 is like 21.
21. Okay. As the spectral hands finish placing the final bits of the lockpick past the final tumbler, it clicks and hangs open, and the chains kind of fall in.
That was,
Good job.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Good job. What's your profession?
My profession?
Are you a thief?
I'm a bit of a thief, a bit of a rogue. I have a little bit of magic too. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious. I haven't asked what everybody does for a living. I'm a fighter. That's my calling. I was one of the people who was supposed to defend the temple, which is why I lost my dignity. Not only an acolyte of Ariok, but I was there to defend the priests and the other acolytes.
You failed.
And I completely failed. Hence, my dignity's gone. What is it? What is your training?
My training, I am a fighter essentially as well. I'm a sword for hire, not a gun for hire. I don't know what a gun is.
Great. Sure. Yes. And yourself?
Also, a bit of a martial class as well, but I like using my fists, like getting up close and personal.
Were you trained in a
martial
temple of
arts.
some kind?
Yeah, so this group, they're more like librarian monks.
Okay.
Yeah. And hey, I want to tell you, man, I think you're being too hard on yourself.
I don't think I'm being hard enough.
We've all suffered losses and defeats.
Not like mine. Shh. Quiet. Don't upset me.
Sorry.
Oh,
All right.
did you causing
did you
these fits?
cause-
Is this you?
I think so.
Oh, your rage is meteorological.
But I don't know what that means, but let's go inside.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
You step up to the freshly broken chains, pull them aside, and open the gates. And as your group steps past the threshold, suddenly a series of runes begin to glow on the ground around you. A surging blast of infernal energy begins to fill the space. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no!
So go ahead and roll d20, add your dexterity saving throw. Should be on the upper left.
Ooh, yucky.
14.
14, that's a success.
15.
Success.
9.
12.
Okay. So, Lucky Jack and Yasha, you both only take 12 points of fire damage.
Okay.
The rest of you take 24 points of fire damage.
Can I uncanny dodge this, or is it a magical effect or area?
You
effect?
can, so you take half that.
Okay.
Do you have Uncanny Dodge as an ability?
I do.
Yeah, then yeah.
I do. Yes.
So yeah, so you go ahead and you take the 12.
Okay.
So you manage to just dive out of the way in
Sorry,
time.
you and I took 12?
Took 12.
Looks like some sort of an infernal trap had been set there at the base of the tower that you unfortunately set off, but it is now dormant, and you look a little scarred, a little burned, but here into the entry foyer of this partially ruined tower. You can already see within the space here, it's surprisingly well maintained. The dusty floor covers, and rough-hewn walls harbor two curving staircases that climb upward into a secondary floor above, while a large 8 by 8 foot grate sits across the room on the floor.
I mean, it feels like we should go up the stairs, right?
I'd like to see what's in that grate.
All right.
Do we have a light source?
Well, I don't get to make the decision here. Let's get the tea, because when I said let's go in, I assumed we were gonna go more cautiously, and I feel a little responsible for the fire damage you guys, everybody took. So
We
traps
have
or
how do
something
you
like
feel
that.
about checking the grate?
Honestly, I think we just took your name as being sort of a good omen, but maybe it's not. So
But you survived whatever that was, so.
Yes, but I lost my dignity.
So this is,
get it
you
back
got
for
this
you.
at the
I
temple.
got this scar from Adrak, yes. Yes.
Okay,
She
let's
really
check out.
sucks.
She sucks.
she's the worst.
Let's
Do we
check
have
the
any
grate.
light sources?
I have light.
Oh.
So I forgot I had this.
I don't think you've ever.
I don't
used
think
that
I
in
ever
our-
used it in the game. So I take out my hand and poof, little light comes out.
All right.
All right.
A globe of light begins to apparate from her hand and fill the space with a warm, kind of soft white yellow light. As it does, a shape kind of skitters off into the corner of the room and clutches against the wall. You all glance over towards it and you see what looks to be maybe a 2.5, 3 foot tall, thin-looking humanoid creature with large, leathery, bat-like wings. And it kind of like clusters to the wall, looks back, the light bouncing off of its eyes, and that kind of like creepy flashlight against a cat at night type of a look, and it kind of
No friends? No friends? How exciting. I like new friends. Guests who wish to talk. Yes, you wish to talk?
Yes, we mean you no harm. Yet.
It leaps off the wall and lands onto the ground about 10 feet from you, right by where the grate is, and kind of you see as it glances at you, its jaws kind of off kilter to the side, jagged, broken teeth. It looks like it's seen some rough days, but definitely has kind of a deep maroon brown, fiendish coloration to it that has like almost a scaly texture. It resembles in some ways some of the devil creatures that wander the wastes of Jorhas. But its eyes are wide and it glances towards you with a very kind of pitiful expression.
Oh, please, this tower is lonely. It's cruel. Cruel men taken the upper floor. So I just need friends. Be friends, right?
You said that cruel men have taken the upstairs?
Yes, cruel men. Oh.
Any of them women as well, named Madrak?
You're all right. It's unfair for me to lump both sexes, all sexes, into a singular phrase. The people have taken the tower.
Sure.
That is on me. My apologies.
Is anyone, is any of them have green skin and horns?
Yes. One big nasty one hurt me lots.
So this was your tower originally?
This and other ruins, places I call home. Stay quiet, stay away. Not many friends.
Do you have a name?
I am called Bosun.
Bosun?
Are you Bosun's friend?
We can be.
We're not Bosun's enemies.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah. That's
We
a good
agree on
start.
that?
That's a good start.
Bosun, what's in the grate? What's in there? You hang out here. What's down there?
At this water-filled dungeon, many floating bodies, old kept things, bones and pieces and items left behind.
Item. I like items.
Wow. Did you see Madrak drop anything in there when she came in here? Did she fight you, by the way?
Bosun does not fight. Bosun takes hits.
Oh. Well, after you took the hits, did you see her drop anything in there?
They brought in person, made angry yells towards, killed and dropped them within before climbing to tower. Make ritual.
Ritual?
Ooh, this sounds dangerous.
Made ritual with the dead body?
Brought part of it up, yes.
Oh.
Ooh, the heart?
Maybe.
Do you know what heart is?
No.
What part? Was it from around here? Did they cut this part out?
Yeah, carved into booby.
Thanks. Let's not get technical here.
So you don't know what a heart is, but you're cool on boobies.
I only read what I find around here.
Sure.
Strange magazines left in wild places.
They have
Exactly.
fold out.
Kind of stuck together, yeah. It's,
My brother found them in the woods.
Yes? Oh, yes, many do.
Maybe we can find some of those down in the grate. Should we investigate to see if there's anything down there useful to us?
Well, though it's in the water. Can any of us swim? I'm in armor.
I could probably, we could probably do it.
You hold the light and look over the grate, and the grate looks a little flimsy. You can probably climb in carefully. The water, as you kind of hold your light over it, looks maybe about 2 feet deep. Not
Okay. Okay, we can stand in there.
Sure.
I'm gonna start looking around, seeing if there's anything that sort of matches the description of the spirit of their virtue.
What is? How big is the spirit of virtue?
It is about the size of a crown.
Okay.
It is a jeweled relic, like a reliquary that contains ashes of previous acolytes of the Duke of Chaos.
Got it.
I'll hop in and assist Yasha.
All right.
You're both going down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sploosh, sploosh. Are you following or staying up top?
I'm staying up top.
I'll
Okay.
stay with Lucky Jack. just you and me up here, huh?
I know. I'm aware.
You may both make investigation checks if you'd like to.
Hopefully, it's not a bad idea to jump in here. Let's see.
The smell of mildew, old still water, and rot hits your senses.
Natural 19 for 24 total.
11.
Okay. You kick through a few, looks like some bloated rat corpses and some elements of kind of fungus that have begun to settle on the top of elements of the hard water. You do find what looks to be a number of corpses that were recently kept within some cells that have since been left open and kind of floated out. Some that are fresher, some that are much older. But what you do see within the first one, it looks to be a scroll box of some kind. Floating by its body, like partially covered by it. It's like a piece of nice smooth metal that's kind of got a little bit of mildew and mold on one side.
Yoink. And then I just poke one of the bodies with my staff. Just poke it with a stick a little. okay, let's go.
All right. So, keeping a close watch, things seem fine. Your two compatriots rise back up with this somewhat waterlogged scroll case.
Check it out.
Are you trained in the arcane? Can you identify what that is by any
I
chance?
don't know that I am. I'm a fighter. I'm a simple man.
Well, you studied at a temple. I didn't know
I
if you
did, but I studied fighting at the temple.
Oh.
I don't think I have
and
any. No, I
seamstress.
don't seem to have anything. Does anyone have any training in the Arcana?
I know a little bit of Arcana, and
not.
I'll examine it and see if I can discern what it is.
All right.
19 plus something, plus 3 in Arcana.
So, looking at it, you can see there are these two latches on the sides. This is less about the Arcana. This is more about just you being an accomplished rogue.
Oh.
You hit the two buttons and it flips open. And on the inside, you do see a wrapped-up scroll of vellum. And even just taking it out and getting a quick look, you can see this is indeed an enchanted scroll, a single-use spell that may come in handy at some point should you feel necessary. It is a scroll of dispel magic.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
To have.
Cool.
Good find.
Well,
Okay.
We've got.
Bosun.
Yes.
Is there anything you want?
Just help friends.
Eric's on your shoulder like, seems kind of angry and frustrated with this new compatriot.
What's up, Eric? Does Eric talk?
You got a
Eric
little,
doesn't trust.
I try to swat away.
This is my no. This is my friend Eric. Eric the second. This is Eric the second.
I apologize.
what happened to Eric the First? I'm
It's
just
too sad of a story.
Okay, that's
for
fair.
me to remember.
Blotch it
blocked
out.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I went to the temple, was for healing.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and then I was taken in as an acolyte, trained.
Your sadness
Yes.
is
Wow.
sort of attractive.
It is?
A little bit. Yeah.
You're a cheap date. So, does it? Can I communicate with Eric?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is Eric upset?
Eric kind of in your ear, and you get the gist that two flying compatriots seems a little much. And also,
Okay.
I don't know, it's a dark tower, weird guy. Just be careful.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Well, we've gone down.
We might as well.
Go up.
Should we go upstairs? Yeah.
Bosun, do you think you could be our guide and lead us to Modric and the other baddies?
Yes, come, follow me. Dining chamber above, this way.
Hey, you stab us in the back. There's gonna be consequences.
Nothing to stab.
And it kind of floats up the right-hand side of the chamber, the right staircase as opposed to
It
the
floats, doesn't touch the stairs.
left. Indeed.
Do we get any sort of sense that this creature might be lying to us or truthful or?
Those who want to try and discern its words can make an insight check if you'd like.
Okay.
Two of you? Okay. Roll and add your insight skill.
13.
13.
I had a 19.
19. Okay. Both of you get the sense that there's just something not right about this little imp. Elements of it seem like it's trying too hard to put on an air of pitifulness, and it's eager to drag you upward.
How do you feel?
I mean, we have to go up, right?
We do.
Are there any other doors out of this room other than the stairs? Is there any entrance or exit other than up those stairs? Because we've investigated the grate.
Looking around this space, it looks like any other door there might have been, which would have been in the far back wall, the stone has fallen in somewhat and blocked it. And even just understanding the shape of the tower, that one probably just leads outward from the tower, a secondary entrance that you hadn't previously perceived.
Okay.
And are there 2 stairs going up or just
Two staircases that go upward that go to the secondary floor.
is Bosun leading us toward one?
Bosun is going up the right-hand
Okay,
side.
so maybe
But not on it, but floating above
maybe
it.
we'll
Correct.
take the left instead.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Okay. You
I'm
all
gonna go with Bosun.
You go with Bosun?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because
Chaos.
Can you
Listen.
fly with your wings?
well,
Your skeletal wings?
no, but
can't.
But in the future, I
She's
end
like a
up
penguin.
being able
She's
to fly.
just a penguin.
In this moment in time, no. It just it just scares people. It's kind of a
Okay.
dumb thing.
Like
but-
Balrogs.
Yeah.
So as the three of you clamber up the left-hand side of the staircase, carefully but diligently, keeping awareness of the space around you, you climb into the secondary floor. And within this room, you've met with an oddly beautiful dining chamber amidst what looks like a torture room. You see racks of wicked weaponry and hooks that line the walls, and in the center, a long table of dark wood with 7 high-backed chairs that host tableware and remnants of a meal. There remains fresh fruit and breads and cheeses almost, and what looks to be like juices of a previous dish left upon the platters that currently are set out. See some odd dark runes that are set across the floor that appear to be burned with charcoal into the stone ground. 6 in all of these runes. And another staircase that continues up even further. There is one door that leads to another chamber beyond this on the same floor. And right as you're all taking this in, the rest of you watch as Bosun comes flying up, looks at the three of you, goes,
Oh, getting wonder curious, I suppose.
right as you hear, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dang it.
Come on now.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Just gotta poke the bear.
Oh, natural 20. Woohoo!
Nice. Okay.
Okay, plus 2.
So you only take 18 points of lightning damage.
Oh, why did I do
Could have been a killer.
18.
That would've killed me.
And at the sound of this flash, the smell of like burnt ozone kicks into the air. You see bright light and the yell of Yasha's pain from below, and Bosun spins around, and you can't even help but hear a little escape.
This guy.
Yeah.
What, did you do that, or was it the staircase?
That was staircase. Bosun can't do things like that too small.
I don't believe this. I don't believe you.
What value is this guy serving at this point?
Helping you to stop this green-skinned bad lady.
How are you helping us?
Why didn't you tell me about the staircase?
I told you to follow. I was not aware. I don't tow on stairs. I'm a flying one.
I mean, he's definitely trying to kill us, but he's so adorable.
He is really cute. It's making me
Gotta
feel
go.
very conflicted inside. Okay.
Leave him be for now?
I guess so.
So we've got the door in the back.
The door in the back and the staircase that curves up to the next floor.
So you got the lightning damage, electrical damage, but you made it all the way up.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still standing.
I got a question. The regaining hit points. Do you still call them hit points?
Yeah.
Regaining hit points. They're you can have a second. I can do a second win to get them back.
Yeah, if you want to.
But and the second one gives you how much possible recovery?
It's 1d10 plus 5.
I mean, what did we lose? We lost
12, I
We
think.
lost 12. I guess I'll wait till I can't possibly get.
I don't know.
Yeah. You also each have one healing potion on you that you can use if you want.
And this restores between 1 and 8. I mean 2 and 8.
That would be between 4 and 10. You just go ahead and pour that out and then add 2 to it.
Oh, I see.
We are at a dining room table. We could all take a shot and eat some dinner real quick.
I'm not sure if I want to eat.
I don't think
No?
I
Not sure if I want
It
to
looks
eat.
so-
It looks delicious, but I
He
don't.
said almost like cheese,
Yeah. And something about
which I found very amusing. Almost like or almost as if cheese, or you said something like that. This is almost as if cheeses. And I just love the idea. That's such an appealing. Would you like something that's almost as if a cheese?
Don't you like a good almost cheese plate after a nice
Oh.
meal?
I'll tell you what, I'll take my healing potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm gonna
do
take
that
mine as
too.
well.
All right, I got a chug.
shot.
Oh, come on.
7.
6.
Okay. So
Plus
you
2, you said?
plus 2 to the dice roll. Yep. All right. So your healing potions are expended, but you'll heal back some health. That's good.
Good.
So,
Oh, yes.
what's your plan? You have the rising staircase
Or the door.
or the door?
And the table.
And the table.
There's a table to be investigated here.
Almost
Oh
cheese.
yeah, we should give it.
Do we divide and conquer?
All right, let's.
Do we focus
Let's check it out. I'm gonna check out the table with Jack.
Okay.
I'll inspect the
LJ.
door.
Would you like to ask me if I'd like to come with you? ladies?
I'm really sorry. I thought you were already doing
I
it.
just mentioned the table. I said I'm going to the table.
Would you like to look at the table with
Yes,
me?
I would.
Okay.
It's nice to be
very,
asked.
I know. I should
Okay.
ask. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, we should check out the table.
We'll check out the table.
Let's check out the table.
We'll see what's like. We'll investigate the surface of the table.
You're with me. Knows questions.
You
So
don't have to ask.
I would say you make an investigation check. You make a religion check.
Ooh.
And just
Oh.
D20, add your religion skill. This is your knowledge about religions and rites.
15.
15, very good.
13.
13, okay. Between the two of you, you do discover that it looks like the remnants of the meals that are here, beyond like the occasional like remaining side dish, very meat-centric. And the things that are almost cheese-like upon looking at it, the consistency is a little off. It has almost like an animal fat type sponginess to it. You, who have lived in the wilds and have dined on many a beasts and raw flesh, know that this this definitely has a human scent and texture to it.
There you go.
You, Jack, pick up that this meal is indeed a twisted mockery of a sacrament that would initiate an extensive ritual. The runes on the floor are primarily used to bind something large. It's only missing salt, as salt is a strong catalyst for binding and unbinding. But you do know that this table represents essentially a middle finger to sacrament.
All right. So there's something big in this building that's been bound by a spell. Perhaps not sufficiently if there's no salt here. That would be how I would perceive that.
Could very well be.
This sounds like chaos.
A beast big. How big is what? Madrak?
Big, but still
Not monstrous.
humanoid.
Still
right?
humanoid,
Still
yeah.
humanoid.
So something bigger than that, perhaps.
Okay. Hey, Bosun.
Yes, you called me.
Okay, so there's no separation between this first floor and the second floor. There's no door or anything that kept us from coming up here. All you do is you could just fly up here anytime you wanted, right?
I do, yes.
Was there something else big up in this room that was bound? Because you must have perceived what happened up in this room. What was up here other than Madrak and her followers?
I don't know. Stay down below. Too scared, too hurt. Don't go too far up.
Did you hear anything?
I heard chanting, speaking. Might hear it now.
And you listen, and you can just barely hear the sound above of voices in unison.
It's culty stuff.
I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna grab Bosun.
Why you heard Bosun more?
You need to tell us the truth.
Make an intimidation check.
Come on. Barbarian
Come on.
realness.
Okay. 17.
17.
Right. Okay. So sorry. Working for Green Lady. Just trying to help her out. Get nice prize. But help you now, cause you're scarier weirdly. Upstairs having ritual, bringing big scary demon thing through. Might want to stop it soon.
Bringing
Let
it
me live.
through.
Bringing it through?
Through what? Through a portal or
Through
something?
sky.
Oh no.
Let Bosun free.
It's not out yet though. Maybe if we hurry, we could stop it.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's charge this.
There's a stairs.
Yeah, up the stairs, Bosun, or through the door.
We're gonna get hit.
Upstairs. The door is just salt.
Is there anywhere else we're gonna get hurt?
I don't know. Probably upstairs.
What's through that other door?
Storage.
Storage of what? What's being stored there?
Weapons and goods and what they made the meal from.
All right, let's go upstairs.
Oh, it's people.
Meal from.
Should we try to not get hit by a trap on the stairs this time?
Can we perceive a trap?
If you want to go ahead and investigate, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
let's
two
do
of you
it.
make investigation checks.
Okay.
Oh, I got no plus on investigation. Come on, baby.
Come on, Lucky Jack.
12.
12.
Okay. I rolled a 13 plus 6.
Okay. So as you're like stepping up, you go ahead and look forward. Seems pretty decent, clear to go. And as you begin to rush, your foot up about to hit a step, not stops you, and you glance down and you can see that the step itself has a kind of pendulum weight element beneath it.
I move Lucky Jack's leg back, but also sort of feel the shape of the calf muscle just to kind of see like how lithe or
I
how
don't blame you.
buff?
I don't blame you.
It's pretty nice.
a
Pretty
dancer's
nice. Watch yourself. Let's skip this step. And I will hop over to the next.
All right, no issue. And as you follow suit over that step, you all safely continue to traverse the staircase upward. The chanting is louder. And as you step up, the wind begins to hit your face, and the sound of thunder gets louder as you realize the top of this tower, long ruined, now stands like a jagged piece of an old spire's memory. You see bits of broken stone and various staircases and raised platforms, almost like long forgotten, leftover. What's the word? I feel like it gets you right in the middle of that. It looks awesome.
Stalactite.
Looks really cool.
There we go. No, like broken scaffolding. It all just kind of sits over itself at different layers. In the middle of this room, you can see there's a large circular rune that is drawn in the ground, deeply layered and intricate itself, like pulsing with an odd orangish red glow. On these different elements of the rose broken platforms, you can see these cultists in dark robes currently holding blades out in front of them, and they're looking upward. And at the top of this, you see the familiar sight of the green-skinned, long-horned, angry individual responsible for your terrible year. She stands out, holding arms to the sky, and chanting as well, and above you see this strange tear in reality. The dark shadows are gathering and swirling. You can see now it's beginning to break apart, and there is this dull heartbeat, the sound.
I can see it.
It's getting louder and louder.
This is
wind
all
blows.
around a central rune on the floor.
Yes. And there,
Are there acolytes with her, or is it just her?
it's her and what looks to be 4 acolytes that are all, they don't notice you at the moment. You do also see up with their hands up in her grasp, a familiar jeweled reliquary.
I take out my sword very quietly.
And you said the acolytes are standing on like this scaffolding?
Yeah, the large broken parts of like different staircases and upper platforms and daises that have kind of partially fallen.
Okay.
Don't strike the reliquary.
Oh, what will happen?
I will be upset.
Oh, it's not going to explode or anything.
No. I'm not aware that it has any power other than the symbolic power, other than what she's using to summon
But
the
still,
demon.
you being upset would not be good.
But I'm here to recover it for my temple.
We've heard you explode, metaphorically with your rage before, and I wouldn't want that again.
All right, great. Good. I'm glad we're all understanding each other. This is all whispered. We all whispered.
Indeed. But Bosun is kind of near your shoulder, like still kind of in your grasp, and he's like,
So, bosun friend, you set free, let free.
Not yet.
he starts screaming out into the wind. The chanting all of a sudden halts, and all the figures turn their attention down towards your group. You see as the bosun starts screaming,
Mistress, mistress, I have lured them here for punishment, as you asked.
She looks down. I will admit when I am surprised. So well done. Perhaps you aren't as useless as I originally anticipated. Regardless, we're too close now to let you stop this. She still clutches the reliquary in one hand and pulls from her side this large dark blade. It's like a shimmering black metal that almost seems to vibrate and sing with the draw. Roll initiative.
Oh. Here we go.
Ooh. Right.
Oh boy, it seems like a battle.
That seems
Alrighty. So we have, what's your initiative?
I hit 14.
14, okay. Yasha?
7.
Okay. Whoops.
14.
14, all right. Bo?
13.
Okay.
I had to think about it.
So, Nadrak is going first. She begins to cackle. And you watch as she raises up the reliquary in one hand, and you can see where that tear is in the sky. These red eyes begin to burn, and a massive, dark, red arm begins to emerge, black hooked claws on it. It kind of just reaches out and seems to almost find purchase in the air, like it's grasping reality and using it to weight itself and anchor itself here. She looks down upon the rest of you and goes, "But perhaps it's best you fight amongst yourselves."
No.
I need Yasha to make a wisdom saving throw.
Barbarian. No. Come on, roll high.
-1.
-1.
Ooh, no! That's an 8.
Yasha, clutching her blade, looking up towards this, all of a sudden shakes her head, opens her eyes, and they themselves burn with a familiar orange glow.
Oh man.
As she begins to turn her attention towards the three of you.
No. I'm gonna. Oh,
Well, Nott and Jack, you guys are up.
okay.
I will engage in a disarming attack
Okay.
against her.
All right. So go ahead and roll an attack.
17 plus 3.
Plus, yeah.
Isn't that right? Strength plus 3?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It should be
So 20.
20. All right. So, and what's your armor class?
14.
Okay. And so you're using your disarming attack. Go ahead and roll a d8 for your battle master maneuver die.
1.
Well, this is fine. You're doing less damage against her. So for an ally, that's a good thing.
Okay.
So you
True,
go ahead.
true.
You go ahead and swing forward. I need you to go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Oh, no.
Once again,
That would be 8.
8.
Yes.
That's a failure, which means in that brief moment, you rush up, Jack, pulling your blade out, you grasp the side of her blade and strike it from her hands. Magician's Judge goes scattering to the ground and down a few more steps, almost teetering into the secondary floor. You are now weaponless.
You're welcome.
Yes, Lucky Jack.
That's one attack. You still have a secondary attack with your longsword and your offhand if you want, and that battle axe is screaming in your back pocket.
Can I throw the battle axe?
If you want to.
I throw it at Madrak.
Oh my God.
As you pull the battle axe back, it's like, no, but seriously, you don't have to do this. We can be cool.
We're doing it.
No! Go ahead and roll 2d20s,
Screaming as it goes.
choosing the lower number.
Choosing the lower number.
Yeah, and adding 7 to it.
10, 5, 12. So it's 5 is a lower number, adding 7. So
Okay, 12. You watch as Madrak just kind of sidesteps and the battle axe goes like, thank goodness! And vanishes off the side of the tower.
Well, it's been great.
It's You still have your hand axe attack if you'd like.
Hand axe attack at Madrak.
Okay, are you throwing it or are you getting up trying to get close to it?
Getting up close.
Okay, so you go ahead and start jumping on the different parts of the stone platforms to get up there. 2 of the cultists do get free strikes at you as you rush by. That is going to be one hits with an 18 plus. The other, what's your armor class?
16.
16, that misses with a 14. So one of them does strike out with a short sword towards you. Whoops. For 6 points of damage against you, but you do manage to get right up to Madrak. And you go ahead and roll your hand axe attack.
18 plus 3, 21.
21, that's great.
Okay.
Okay.
And then hand axe is 1d6.
1d6, yeah.
1.
Oh no, Steven. No.
Plus 3, so that's 4.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to do any maneuvers with that, or are you good with that? Being
Any maneuvers?
Yeah, you have your ability maneuvers as a fighter in the middle of your sheet.
Precision attack? What does that do?
Precision helps you hit if you're if you really want to make sure you strike. Disarm means you can knock something out of somebody's hand, and then the other one
Riposte.
is if someone hits you or misses you, you can go ahead and get an attack on them as a reaction.
So you can't like choose where you're hitting somebody with precision attack. I can't say like, yeah, I only did a little bit of damage, but I want to see if there's a possibility that I hit a specific spot on her.
You know, on your next turn, we can maybe try something for that.
Okay, but that's an option if you plan it.
Sure.
Then no, I got no other.
Okay, I got you. Not what you got.
Should I try this on Yasha? This Dispel Magic scroll?
Oh damn! Oh damn! You might be able to end the summoning.
Yeah.
Chop off that thing's arm.
Okay, I will unfurl the scroll. Bo, you'll attack, right? Because I need a second.
I got you.
I'll read the scroll, start reading it, realize it's upside down, and then start again and try to dispel magic.
Okay, roll a d20 for me, please.
Okay. terrible 6.
Oh,
6, that unfortunately is not enough. As you read the Dispel Magic scroll, it burns.
It was the upside down. The first time was right. I was wrong. Ah.
Suck.
Well, then I will run away from Yasha because
Okay.
she scares me. So I'll run across the room and use my bonus action, if I still have one, to hide.
Okay, roll a stealth check for
Okay.
me. Bo, you're up. Actually, no, the cultist scope, and then it's Bo. No, sorry, they're after you.
A million points to hide. 24.
Okay. You're no longer in the story. You
Okay.
have stealth so hard.
okay. Jack disarmed Yasha,
Yeah.
and we're all running away from Yasha. I think I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
With the summoning situation, does it look like there's any like props or ingredients that I could like just mess up?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, terrible. 6.
6? I mean, there's like a rune on the ground, and Mudrock's holding a reliquary. Nothing else you see that really catches your attention?
All right, above my pay grade. I'm ignoring that, and I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna start targeting the cultists on the side to maybe help slow down this. So I want to like, kind of doing some dope monk shit, jump up, and kind of parkour on the edges of the scaffolding, and see if I can just start grabbing them by the ankles and yanking them down.
Okay. Make an
Roll them
acrobatics
into the
check for
circle.
me.
Acrobatics checks. That one's failing me. Oh, that's good. That's good. 24.
Deftly, you begin leaping from section to section. For each attack, you can try and pull and grab one of the cultists down.
It's like an attack roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like an attack
First
roll.
one.
You blew it all on your parkour. It's super impressive looking.
Whoosh, whoosh, huh, and I roll a 1.
Yeah, you go to grab the ankle, but instead you get like a Christmas Story, Santa Claus, ho ho, boot to the face. For the first one, that one's still up there. You can dart to the next one because you still rolled pretty well. So your second attack you can try for
Okay,
the next
I'll
one.
go for the next one. That one's too aware of me now. Okay. 15.
15. Okay. No, they managed to resist it. You go and pull. These are some tough cultists. Not so great.
Okay. Can I do flurry of blows and try again?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
You got 2 more.
Using a key point.
Yeah, and Jack, you do have that one use spell card over there
Oh
to
my
the
God.
right of your sheet that was decided upon by the community if you want to use that as well.
First one definitely misses with a 3, but the second one is 26.
26. You do manage to grab one and pull it off the edge, and they fall down and impact into the center of the rune. They look dazed and they're kind of like on their hands and knees in the middle of the rune.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of get up and I think that's my turn. I'm gonna just start scanning and watching for the next person.
All right, now that brings us to the cultists. The one that's in the middle of the rune starts screaming as you watch the blood being pulled from his body. It begins to like draw outward and swirl in the air, being drawn up towards that tear in the sky above. And as you see the blood being drawn into it, a second arm begins to emerge from
So that's not.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
that's-
the one that was tossed to the middle of the chamber, the rune itself seemed to be hurting it?
Yeah, like just drawing the blood out of them and committing it to the ritual.
did I make it worse?
But you also...
I think you like helped.
Yeah, you will.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think this was what was going to happen
Yeah,
anyway.
that just expedited it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other 3 cultists begin to rush down, taking strikes at you, and 2 at you because you're the one who's kind of holding the center stage on this. Oh no, and you're hidden. So actually, that's all 3 on you, because everyone else just kind of left you there.
Okay.
That is a 12 to hit, which does not hit your armor class, I believe. That is a 14. What's your armor class?
16.
16 misses. And another 14. So all the strikes hit you, but they streak off your armor with these like dull sparks and shing sounds as they all run past. You can get 1 attack of opportunity if you want to on one of the cultists as they pass you.
I'll do it.
Go for it. So strike with your longsword.
16 plus 3, 19.
That hits. Go and roll damage.
2. Is that also plus 3? No, it's 2 plus 4.
2 plus 4.
6.
6. Okay. So you strike him. Ugh! He's hurt, but he keeps running. They all rush down to the circle, and you watch as they all give themselves to the ritual. Oh, no. The blood being pulled out of them. Shh. The tear begins to open wider and wider, and now you can see these two heavy, massive horns emerge. The burning eyes. Something is coming through soon, and you can just see Madrak just laughing. Holding the reliquary up. You can see the energy swirling between her and the rune and the symbol. That brings us now to Yasha's go. Yasha.
Okay. So,
Is she still chanting? Is she still doing an action? Like, is she still doing something?
She is still like chanting between the laughter.
Got
and,
it.
She's kind of paying attention to you guys, but is more focused on whatever's about to come through.
Got it.
okay, so since I am a barbarian, I'm going to rage.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, I do not have a weapon. So I am going to start making my way to my sword.
Okay. So you rush to your blade, you grab, and you pick it up. The only one who's closest to you is Bo.
Doesn't her
go
rage
again,
like
baby.
make her immune to charm or something?
Hers does not. But we'll say for the purposes of this, it takes you a moment to get there and get to her. That's going to be your turn, so you have to dash there.
Okay,
We're running low on time. So,
Hi, babe.
So that brings us back around to the top. It is now Madrak's turn. You watch as she begins to draw more of this energy, and the reliquary itself is now starting to rust and turn. And she begins chanting louder and louder as this creature is pouring through. That brings us back to Jack and Nott's turn. What are you doing?
What about Eric over here?
Eric
Eric the bee.
is like angrily waiting.
Does Eric have any ideas? Or do I give Eric his ideas?
Well, if you want to ask.
Eric, can you go sting her on the eyeball?
Shh. Go ahead and roll an attack.
2.
Eric gets swatted. But has better armor this time and survives the attack.
Okay.
Seems familiar.
All right. Not. You
Was
got any
that,
thoughts?
was that your whole
No,
attack?
that was Eric's turn.
Okay, I'm going to
good.
try to interrupt her spell by... Oh boy, this is a terrible idea. I'm going to cast a spell. I have a spell called Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
I'm going to tell her a joke to make her laugh uncontrollably. Maybe that will interrupt the spell casting. I will yell from my hidden position, "Hey, did you hear about the cultist who lost her left arm and her left leg? She's all right now."
With a natural 4 on that, she fails her saving throw. And what was once the chanting and the cackling laughter goes, and just starts pointing and laughing ridiculously at this truly atrocious joke. And in doing so, you can see the reliquary in her hand is getting loose. Her grip on it is starting to lessen.
Come on, Jack.
Can I jump for it? Can I jump for the reliquary to grab it from her hands?
Indeed.
Come on.
So go ahead and leap. Go ahead and roll a strength check. So roll and add your strength bonus on this. This is going to be contested with hers.
7 plus 3,
Wait,
10.
aren't you lucky? Doesn't luck
You
do
can
something?
you can spend a luck point to re-roll if you
Let's
want.
do it.
Now's the time, baby.
17 plus 3, 20.
20. Okay. So she rolled a 16.
Oh,
You tear the reliquary from her hand, and as you do, the tether of blood itself begins to dissipate and scatter. You watch as the beast that's pulling itself through, the tear begins to shimmer and crack and pull back in. The screams of the bodies fall as all the cultists turn to dust, and the rune itself begins to fade. She looks down at you. What? How could you? Right as the large, meaty hand of this beast grabs her, and she screams, "Ah!" She's pulled into this space. Whatever beast this is being drawn back into its realm, dragging her back into it. And the last thing you hear before the hole closes and the storm comes to rest is her go, "No!" Ting, ting. Little piece of some infernal material hits the ground, and there in your hand, you watch as the rust gives way. And you have in your hand your dignity and dignity.
I got you.
Is she free of her spell? Her eyes still glowing orange?
She blinks, her eyes come back.
we should kill her anyway. Just in case.
What? Wait,
Just in
no,
case.
no. No,
What
that's
happened
not
again?
how this works.
What did I do? What did I do? Did I hurt anybody?
You checked out for a minute.
Yeah, and I hurt you slightly to
That's
take
okay.
your sword away.
That was a good idea because I Probably could have hurt you all pretty badly.
I have.
You got it.
I have. Where is Bosun at this point?
Bosun is nowhere to be seen.
Wow. I've achieved my quest. How can I thank you for your help?
I can think of something.
Is there anything else? You can think of? Do you guys have a god to serve? Would you like to serve Ariok, Duke of Chaos?
We kind of already serve the chaos inside of ourselves.
You know what? I'm fond of trinkets and baubles, shiny things, objects, anything like that you might have.
This is it. This is it.
Well,
Unless I have something else. Do I have something else? Not that I know of. No.
Cool.
You know, I would like a tour at some point of the Temple of Ariok.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's my
that's a
card.
Great idea.
Okay, great.
My card.
Yeah.
Just distribute that. You can
Okay,
just, you
sure.
can write
Wait,
it down
wait,
for the rest
share
of the
it,
year.
huh?
You know what? You don't have more than one.
I only have one. I only have. I keep meaning to make more.
As
And
the storm slowly dissipates, as the four of you walk away trading contact information and ensuring that you have the opportunity to visit the reconstructed Temple of Ariok, making your way westward back into the safer lands of Wildmount. We close our adventure there of Lucky Jack and his newfound compatriot.
praise be to Ariok.
Thank you, Ariok.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm so glad that I really enjoyed getting a little warm up run here because I already told you this, but my 40th high school reunion is coming up in about a month, and the guys I played Dungeons and Dragons with, starting in 1977, the Tomb of Horrors, which was the first module we ever did, we're gonna get back together. And we're gonna play.
Oh my God.
All those original guys are gonna get together. We're gonna play Tomb of Horrors, and we have not.
Oh my
We have not
God.
played it since '77. How many years is it? 45 years.
Oh my
45 years. We're gonna play that again.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
So excited.
How many
Very
people
excited.
Are you going to use this table and
I
lighting
had to look. It's like 9
Oh
people
my
or something
God.
like that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who's gonna run the game?
The guy who originally introduced me to D&D, an old
That
friend of mine.
is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. He wasn't the original dungeon master. The guy who was the dungeon master when we were all 13, 12, something like that. He doesn't want to be the DM. So this other guy's taking over, and he says he's gonna make it hell on us.
Tomb of Horrors is still
Yeah.
brutal.
What are you? What
Have
class?
you played Tomb of Horrors?
I have dabbled in Tomb of Horrors.
What?
yes.
Are you going to be Lucky Jack?
I'm just no. We have assigned characters. We basically there were
okay.
20 characters. Pick one of these. So, but I'm very hack and chop, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm Leroy Jenkins all the way. I just like a fighter. My favorite character of all time was I had a witch. Which was a magic user variant from the Dragon magazine back in like 78 or 79 or something like that. So I had like a 10th level witch, which was pretty cool. She could do a dance of seduction.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, not could pick up a thing or two.
Yeah.
This was a blast. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
Steven.
for joining
This
us.
was
Really lovely to
awesome.
meet you guys.
Yeah.
Matt, good to see you again.
See you again as well, buddy. Enjoy your game with your friends back in high school.
I will.
Thank you for showing off this.
I know. These are
I
cool.
thought I'd bring props. I thought maybe everybody would be in costume.
You didn't get the memo.
I wish, and we could have.
We
I
go
mean,
I know you.
We-
I've seen.
You know, my character
You're
just
kind
wears
of
a
always
black
in
cardigan.
costume.
Yeah, I got
the
no
hair always kind of gives
Right,
you.
there's
like,
no escape of it.
You know, fifth level mage.
Well, if we ever get around to doing this again for the Red Nose Day,
Yeah, if
then
we ever
we'll,
do it
we'll
again.
bring our outfits as well.
all right,
we'll
good.
match up.
we'll
with
go
you.
hard.
Good. Well, then I'll kick it up.
Fantastic.
It's an arms race. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Stephen. Thank you for your incredible donations and generosity for making this happen. Thank you to Red Nose Day for partnering with Critical Role Foundation again to make this a reality. You can still donate right now at critroll.com/rednoseday and help them and us all together fight childhood poverty. Thank you all so very much. We love you, and is it Thursday yet? Bye.